So here's the part that everybody gets confused about, and why I get so fucking annoyed and don't even want to talk about it after a while. Because first of all, what people need to understand, as Shanita says, you guys, all people really have to do is mind their fucking business. That's all anyone ever has to do. It's something that I've practiced my entire fucking life. I don't even know why, but I think it's just because it's common fucking sense, okay? Also, this person, since we met, has not been able to mind his business. And despite everybody telling him that he needs to, he just gets more angry about it and does like heinous, like unimaginable shit. Like, I can't even begin because I wouldn't even know where to begin. It doesn't end. But if you have a specific question, I'm glad to answer it because, wow, there are plenty of answers. Don't doubt that for a second. My screen, I'm not even gonna change the settings because there's no point. Like, my phone settings, I have no control over them, as you can tell. For the past, since I've met this person, I've had no control over anything in my life. He's made it clear that that's what this message is saying, right? Okay, so let me explain something first. This is after me not being able to get into my phone. It's obvious to me that it's him. It's obvious to me that he waits for things like this, like Halloween, to do these type of things so that I associate negative memories to holidays and things of that nature. So I'm like, okay, you're not gonna stop, whatever, I don't care. Just like, keep it up, basically. And he calls, I'm not answering, so then he sends me this stupid ass message. I don't even think I finished, oh yeah, I couldn't even finish reading it because all that I could see when it came in was like the first 2-3 lines. So obviously I'm already feeling threatened, but right when that message came in, my phone just turned itself off, even though it had like, 14% battery or something, and it would not turn back on. Yeah, obviously it's connected to something remotely that is controlling it, okay? That's very fucking obvious. I don't need to explain that too much further, I hope, because if anyone has questions about that, like, you can Google it, you know? I'm sorry, I'm just like, I'm trying to explain this as clearly as possible to like the most people, so that's what I'm gonna say. Anyway, when it did finally turn back on, which was like a few minutes ago, I read the message, and of course it's confirming everything that I know about this person to be true, which is there's a batshit fucking crazy liar and manipulator, and who knows what the fuck even the point of any of this was. Like, I was already scared of him before. Obviously that's gonna continue. I could accept saying, yeah, he's doing, like, faking all this, like, oh, I'm your friend, and like, who knows what else. Also told me he was gonna kill this person, Tones, but yet is saying, oh, I have nothing to do with this person. You know what's ironic about that is that I knew how that person was before I met Taco, so I'm like, yeah, I would never put these two together. They're both fucking batshit crazy. Imagine that, like, them together would be a fucking nightmare. That's like, that would be unstoppable, basically. And sure enough, guess what? Of course they don't get along, confirms my other hypothesis of how narcs can't get along because there's nobody to sabotage, there's no one to manipulate, there's no one to suck the life out of. Of course they're gonna hate each other. And of course they're gonna get along at first because they both have evil intentions. Wow. Like, are we making connection? What the fuck, dude? How is this not like common knowledge already? Anyways, so apparently they thought that something good would come of them hanging out, and it only took like a week or two for them to fucking hate each other, try to kill each other. One ended up in jail, his kids end up in jail, Taco ends up putting his son in a gang. Like, I don't even want to say too much. I'm hoping this is enough to make my point here. This person is beyond dangerous and beyond reason. Like, it's not even a drug that he's on. This is him naturally. This is who he is. I used to think like it was backwards. I thought like, oh, when he's being nice, it's because he's high, right? And so he feels good, and so he's obviously being nice. His behavior has obviously led me to understand that no matter what, drugs or no drugs or not, or if we're kind to these people or not, they will forever have this intention to just want to control everything because they think they can. That's the thing. They've lied to themselves long enough to actually believe their own fucking bullshit. And so obviously he's not sorry. He's not gonna debate with me about things, which is funny because look who messaged who. Really fucking weird, right? And so, like I said, these aren't even in the right order. Like, when I sent these two messages, I had barely read, like the first two lines of this, like I said, because I couldn't even open the message. My phone was being weird, and I messed with the settings all night. I don't know why it's letting me now. It's probably just because they've like stopped trying to control this phone because I logged out of everything on it, so there's really no point. But yeah, they've done that in the past before, just as like not for money or anything, because I mean obviously they have stolen money. These are the type of people that are like, why not? If there's money in the account, why not? But the true intention behind it is to let me know that they're watching me always and constantly, which is like, that's really fucking weird and creepy.